हाय फ्रेंड्स। तो अभी जस्ट लाइन चला गया है, तो आई वाज थिंकिंग दैट लेट मी टेल अबाउट माय schema, that how I designed my schema for my a little bit just like a e-commerce app, but not e-commerce. It is just a service provider app in which सिंपली मैं आपको यूआई नहीं दिखा सकता, लेकिन आई विल शो यू यूआई। ओके, तो स्क्रीन में आपके पास शायद यूआई आ रहा होगा एडिट करके। तो ये यूआई में क्या है कि हम लोग को ना एक वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, एक ई कॉमी ऐप है, लेकिन बस एक कपड़े के लिए, ये बस साड़ी के लिए मात्र है। तो साड़ी में साइज़ नहीं होता है, सबका 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 वो साड़ी का साइज़ सेम ही होता है। तो वही हम लोग का यहाँ पे सेलिंग वेबसाइट है फॉर आवर क्लाइंट। ओके, तो इसमें हम लोग स्कीमा कैसे डिफाइन किए वो मैं आपको दिखाने वाला हूँ। ठीक है, तो तो उस हमारे क्लाइंट को एक एक ऐप चाहिए था। इस ये तो वेब ऐप है जिसमें क्या हम लोग ना कुछ भी साड़ी ऑर्डर कर पाएंगे। ठीक है, तो हम लोग बारी बारी इसको स्टार्ट करते हैं। पूरा 300 लाइन का कोड है, तो एक एक करके क्या क्या काम करता है सबसे पहला बात। ठीक है, सबसे पहला हम लोग यहाँ देख सकते हैं कि हमारे पास क्या चीज़ है। थोड़ा ब्राइटनेस बढ़ा के, तो सबसे पहला हम लोगों ने क्या बनाया है, ये तो नॉर्मली हम लोगों ने सिपाबेस का पोस्टग्रेस यूज करके हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे सीधा डेटाबेस इंपोर्ट किया गया है, जो कि सिंपली टर्मिनल में सुपाबेस इनिट बन इनिट या सुपाबेस इनिट करने से आ जाता है, इनिशियलाइज हो जाता है। ठीक है, वो आप डॉक्यूमेंटेशन से आप देख सकेंगे, जो कि मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल दूंगा। इफ़ मेरे पास, हाँ मैं उधर डाल दूंगा। ठीक है, और यहाँ पे डॉक्स है उसका, प्रिज्मा एल आई का प्रिज्मा स्कीमा कैसे बनाया है। और अब हम लोग कैसे करते हैं, सबसे पहला हम लोगों ने यहाँ तक का हम लोग का ये प्री डिफाइन हो गया, जो कि हम लोगों ने बॉयलर प्रिंट था। अब हम लोग का असली यहाँ लाइन 15 से स्टार्ट होता है। हम लोगों ने क्या क्या किया, तो सबसे पहले हम लोग का ई कॉमर्स में दो रोल होगा। एक नॉर्मल यूज़र का रोल होगा, जो कि यूज़र सब जाएगा, यूज़र सब देखेगा, यूज़र सब ऑर्डर करेगा, बाय करेगा, परचेस करेगा, पेमेंट करेगा। और एक होगा एडमिन, जो कि सब कुछ मैनेज करेगा। मैनेज करने से जस्ट लाइक ऑर्डर मैनेज हो गया। ठीक है, प्रोडक्ट सब उसमें अपलोड करेगा, नया नया कपड़ा आया, नया नया साड़ी आया तो वो लोग वो अपलोड करेंगे। उसके बाद नया नया सब कुछ मैनेजमेंट, बैनर बैनर हो गया, प्रोफाइल के आगे जो मैंने दिखाया था वो बैनर आएगा, वो बैनर सब चेंज कैसे करे, सब कुछ वो एडमिन करने वाला। जितना भी मैनिपुलेशन वाला काम है वो मैं एडमिन करने वाला है। ठीक है, तो हम लोगों ने इनम में रोल डिफाइन किया है, क्या का, एक यूज़र का, एक एडमिन का। ठीक है, अब हम लोग जाते हैं ऑर्डर स्टेट में। ये भी किसके लिए है, एडमिन के लिए, क्योंकि एडमिन ही डिसाइड करेगा कि ऑर्डर क्या है, पेंडिंग है। सपोज किसी यूज़र ने ऑर्डर किया कुछ चीज़, एक साड़ी ऑर्डर किया, तो वो यूज़र को अपना स्टेट दिखेगा कि मेरा अभी तक सामान पेंडिंग ही है, कि हमारा सामान डिलीवर हो चुका है, अभी तक शिफ्ट हुआ है कि नहीं, प्रोसेसिंग में है कि नहीं है, वो सब दिखता है ना। तो वो सब मैनेज कौन करता है, वो एडमिन ही मैनेज करता है। तो इसीलिए हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे ऑर्डर स्टेट किया है, इनम, ये भी इनम है। और इसमें क्या क्या है, ऑप्शंस लाइक पेंडिंग है, कंफर्म है, ऑर्डर कंफर्म हुआ है कि नहीं, ऑर्डर पेंडिंग है, और व्हाट, और ऑर्डर प्रोसेसिंग में चल रहा है या नहीं, ऑर्डर शिप हुआ है कि नहीं अभी तक, मतलब हमारे गोडाउन से, अपना वेयर हाउस से, यहाँ से आउटसाइड में गया है कि नहीं, ऑर्डर ऑर्डर ऑलरेडी डिलीवर, ऑर्डर डिलीवर हुआ है कि नहीं, अभी तक डिलीवर हो चुका है कि नहीं, या तो ऑर्डर हैज़ बीन कैंसल्ड। ओके, दीज ऑल आर द स्टफ। ओके, लाइक फॉर रोल्स एंड द ऑर्डर स्टेटस। एंड एक और लेट अस सी वन मोर इनम फॉर द पेमेंट स्टेटस, लाइक is this payment is pending or paid or failed or refunded. Okay, and then after we created a user model. Okay, what attributes user have to contain, just like a user have their user id, that will be a type of id in string, type of string, and id, and then default it will be a cuid. हम लोग इधर uuid भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन मैंने यहाँ cuid लगाया है। उसके बाद हम लोग का एक सुपर बेस आईडी होगा। ये क्यों होगा, तो हम लोग ना इस ऐप में ना अपने ऑथेंटिकेशन सुपर बेस से भी कर रहे हैं, यहाँ इससे भी कर रहे हैं। तो क्या होगा, सुपावेस से गूगल का सर्विस ऑथ प्रोवाइडर हो गया, गिटहब का ऑथ प्रोवाइडर हो गया, तो हम लोग गिटहब से गूगल से, दोनों से हम लोग लॉगिन कर पाएंगे। तो इसीलिए अगर हम लोगों ने गिटहब से उधर से, सॉरी, सुपावेस से अगर हम लोगों ने लॉगिन किया, तो क्या होगा, हम लोग का जो डेटाबेस में जो यूज़र का टेबल होगा ना, उधर भी ना सुपाबेस से लॉगिन किया हुआ ऑथेंटिकेशन का, सुपाबेस का अलग एक होता है टेबल ऑथेंटिकेशन का, और हम लोग का अलग या यूज़र का टेबल है, तो वो दोनों को कनेक्ट कर देगा। तो यहाँ पे हम लोग लॉगिन करेंगे, इसका डाटा यहाँ पे चला जाएगा, दोनों एक आपस को शेयर कर सकेंगे, एक आपस से वो इंटरकनेक्ट हो जाएंगे, सो दैट बाद में हम लोग को दिक्कत ना हो, समझे। अब हम लोग का एक नाम हो गया, यूज़र का नाम होगा जो कि स्ट्रिंग टाइप का है, and the user have a email where it is the optional and string type, and it must be a unique because the emails are unique. And then password, this is optional but we don't have to do this, it is a mistake, so हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे पासवर्ड लिया, लेकिन but it, you know what, password must be in optional form, because if you log in from Google then it is not required to enter your password. Okay, that's why. And user must have a number, and it should also be an optional. You know why? Because if you are logging from Google, same thing, you will only lead a Google ID, that is only Gmail. Okay. And then another thing is, user must have a role, either a user, either he is and her, she is a admin. Okay, just like a user is type of role, user type जैसे string है ना, the user must contain the type role, and the what is the type of role, roles are user and admins, and the users will be the type of role, and the default will be the user will be user, because normally if someone log in Flipkart, then they will be a user in default, then they should have to click on be a seller, become a seller, and do some authentication KYC, then they can be a authenticated seller. That's why we did here default user. Okay. And then after avatar. Okay, what is avatar? This is the thing that we see in our profile. Okay, just if we open an Instagram ID, then we can see our profile page. This is the same. Okay, avatar means, okay, and it is also optional, because user, if user want to add avatar, then they can add, otherwise they should ignore this. Okay. And this is the state. Okay, like is the user is active, or he or she is not active. Okay, it will be a boolean of either true or false, and by default it will be a true. And after that, the user has addresses, and this is for, you know what is this, this is a one to many relationship. You know how a one user can have many addresses, like I can tell a delivery boy that you should have to come here and give me my delivery what product, and I can also tell that I just changed my address, so you just have to come here and pick me up, give me my product in this specific address rather than that old one. Okay, so one user can have many different addresses. That's why I did like name of addresses and the type address, and it is just an array, because the one user can have many types of addresses. And the cart item, because one user can have many type of cart, like I can add like one sari in my cart, and another sari in my cart, and another sari in my cart, like many multiples products in my cart. Okay, that's why it is a type of cart. And this will be on multiple, because that's why we use here array. And after that, I will understand this, what I just created enums of this to, not this, I just created one to many relationship, that is the same here. Okay. And then orders, one user can have many orders, same, one user can have many reviews, one user can have many wish list. Okay, wish list is similar to add to cart. Okay. But in wishlist, user is like, user want to buy this product in their future. Okay, that's why they add in the wishlist. And then created at, when did the user create, just like I log in my account now, then it will be recorded like I created my account in July, in January, blah blah blah, May. Today is I created my account at Saturday 23 May 1941 at, okay, that means 741 Nepali. And then updated that, suppose I just updated my profile, then it will save the current date of the current date for when did I change my profile, updated my profile, not change my profile. Okay. And then addresses, a model for addresses. Okay, in here we store the addresses of users. Okay, like it must have id, and type of string, and then id, and then default is cuid. Okay, and then user id, it is a foreign key that will be acquired by that user, because one user can have multiple addresses. And then we created here a relationship of one to many relationship, just like a name user, and type of user, which user, this user. Okay, and then created relation for what, that user id, that is foreign key, and the reference is the user id, this id. Okay, then if I change, if I created id at here, then it will change like in here. Okay, and on delete like cascade. Okay, I just forget it, I just use gpt for this, I guess. On deleted cascade, I forget the cascade function. Oh my gosh. I will recall this and I will tell you further. Okay, and because I don't have internet. And here is the full name, like that is full name, and it will be a string, phone number, provide province, district, street, city, postal code, like first is 13 for Bratnagar, and country. We didn't require this because we only do in Nepal, that's why. And is default. Okay, uh, is default false. And then order, like one user can have many orders, and then created ad and the updated ad. Okay, and then one is for banner, this is for only admin. Okay, like admin can manage this. So one banner for what, I just show you in that picture, that I have a banner that I can change, like in Flipkart there is also a banner like 50% off on this, 50% off on this, that is same like banner. So admin can manage this and change this. So a banner has a id of string and id default cuid, and the banner has a title of string and it is optional subtitle for string. Image y string, because we use cloudinary, that means if I upload a photo, that will in cloudinary it will change to this add string, and then that string we just have to show in that web page, and it will show the whole picture of that. Okay, and then of link, you know what link, because of that link, like in which route I have the offer, like if I have 40% off on a red sari, then I just have to scroll in that, like slash homepage slash sari slash red sari slash id. Okay, and then is active, and then orders, and then created that, updated that. Okay, and then I created a model of category, and which category, like a product category. Okay, like which category it belongs to, like Jimmy Choo sari, or Banarasi sari, or what, a silk sari. That is the types of that, and the id will be string id, default cuid, name of that sari, of it will be must, it will must be unique, because there will be only a unique category, just like a Jimmy Choo sari is a category of that sari. Okay, thin sari, lighting sari, doing horizontal with golden color, golden silk, and then vertical with the normal silk. Okay, slug, this, you know what slug, that will be appear on that link route, on that url. Okay, and then image for that category, and then product, that one sari, one category has many products, just like if I had a category of grocery, then it must have grocery like rice, dal, and then other things like biscuits. Okay, and that will, and created that, when did I created the sari, this is not necessary, but I just added for the more detailed version. Okay, and then one product, this is the main thing that must have. Okay, like a model for product, in that in that product there will a product id, that will be a string, and then id, default cuid, title, the product title will be string, a slug that will appear in the url. Okay, and then slug will be string, and it must be a unique, and a description for the product, price for product, and price is float because it can be on decimal form, and then compared price, that price, that's just like that shows on like 240 price, and then cut, and then 200 price, that is the cutted part, is the compared price, that is the highest price that will be shown in that section. That will be, this is nonsense. Okay, this is only for manipulation for that normal user. Okay, and then stock, how many I have that product, sku. Okay, like 1 to 10, or 20 to 30, I guess. Okay, I just forgot about sku okay, and then brand, which brand it is, but it is not necessary because the sari, I don't think a sari has brand. Okay, a size removed because we don't need size for the sari, because every sari must contain a 13 hand. That means this. Okay, and the color of the product, tags, which type of sari is this, thumbnails, okay, and then it will be optional. A thumbnail means that will appear in the front of the picture that I can see, that user can see and the click, and they can see other pictures. Each features, each actives and category ID, which category it belong to, and it is just a foreign key for uh, adding that product in the specific category. Just like I created a Banarasi sari, then I will create a it is forget all thing. This is a category ID, like this product belongs to which category. So I created a category ID that is a foreign key, and this is optional, but it won't be optional, okay. And let me delete, but I will not do any changes, because if it work, and it don't touch it, okay. And then category, and which type of category it belongs to, the category that is this, okay. And then a relation, one to many relationship between, like one category, this is one to many, many to one, okay. This is, and relationship between the field is category ID, is foreign ID, and the reference is ID, which ID, the category models ID, okay. And then images, a product image, just like a one product can have many images. And then cart item, like what's cart item, if it can be just, it is also one products can have one cart can have many products, this is the one. Order items, okay, हटना भाई मच्छर, हाँ, reviews, one product can have many reviews. And then wish lists, and then created ad, deleted ad, that I just already told you that what the function of these. And then product images, okay, this is also a simple thing, like images of the all the product. And this is the model of product image, that will be a id, type string id. Your default will be the coid. I already said that you can use zod, but it won't work in Prisma, okay. You just have to in Prisma, there is predefined UUID that you can use for him. You can use for this, okay. But if you use Zord, then it will throw an error, okay. So URL of the product image, that will be come from the cloud inid. And then product ID, that will be a string, like. And then product, and why did I make the, this is a foreign key for product, and because one product can have many images. So like I created product, a type of product, that is product means this one, okay. And then relationship is the foreign key, and the reference is ID, and on delete will be cascade. I think the cascade is cascade, I forget about this, but it is optional, okay. It is optional, but optional, I guess. If you delete the product, it will simply delete from the database, I guess. I will tell you for the, okay, if the electricity will come, I will explain you what the function of cascade on deleting, okay. And then created that, when did I create that image, this is also optional, but I add for the more detailed version for that my product. And the model for the cart, okay. And this is also, we will create a two relationship between them, just like id of the cart, user id, this is a foreign key, because one user can have many one, because every specific user have every specific cart, okay. And the product id, the product, what product they add in the specific cart. And then this is a user type of user model. And then relationship is the user id, that is the foreign key, and the reference of the user table, user model id. And the on deleting cascade, same for the product. And the quantity, the quantity means the how much they just add in their cart. And the color, and it is optional. And created, when did the cart created. And date time, it is a type of date time. And the default, it will be a current time for when did they created the. And it will be a most unique for what, user id, product id, and the color, okay. Like every user have their specific cart, that's why. And the wish list is the same for the cart, but little bit stream. And then for the order, what a product they added, just like it will be a id of default coid. And the user id will be a string. Addresses, user will be relationship between one to many. And like one user can have many one user can have many orders. That's why I created this. And address ID, it is also a foreign key. And then addresses, like one order can have many addresses. This is and the order items, one order can have many items. That's why I created an array for this. And the subtotal, it will be the calculation, ship change calculation, total amount calculation, payment method is the string. Okay, because what type of payment is it is a COD or the or online payments. Okay, this all. And status, what the status is, that I already created a enum for this, like processed, shipped, cancelled, okay, pending, that all the things. And the notes, what thing they has to do extra thing, just like if I'm ordering a sari, then I can write in my notes that please carefully bring my product in my specific area, okay, blah blah blah. And then created, when it is created, and it will be a date time, default it will be a now, like current date, not now, okay. When did I updated it, okay. But and then for the, like, it is completed. Now this is the order item, okay. What order I did, what item did I order, and ID will be a string, default will be CUID, and the order ID will be string, product ID, okay. And this is, or this, though this both are the foreign keys, okay. This is the one-to-one relationship. And the quantity, how much I want, color, price, created at. And this all the review is the simple one, the like user review ID string. It will also a relationship between any one user can have many reviews. That's why I did the user type of user model. And then relationship is the foreign key for the user ID, and reference is the user ID, and the delete one cascade, okay. Same for the product, one product can have many reviews, that's why. And then after this, Hatana, and also in review box, like Miso, you can also post an image of the review, like this product I get from this platform, okay. And the review images, okay. This is also a type of ID, default ID, CUID, URL, review string. And one okay, one review can have many images, that's why, okay. And then that time when did I posted this is all about the 300 lines for creating a normal schema for not production grade. It is not ready for this, okay. For SaaS, if you are building a SaaS or a client project, then you can use this schema, okay. I will put the GitHub link for this in our description. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye bye. I just had a mini heart attack, you know why?